Welcome, my name is Ayan. This is my lovely co-host Dhaka, and the Somali Historic Society and Friends welcomes you to our fundraising event, Codka Dhalinyarada. I'm the friend. So thank you everybody for coming and taking time of your busy day to come. We really appreciate supporting our amazing initiative. This fundraising event has three purposes. Number one, we will be talking and speaking stories of the tragedy that happened in Somalia, October 14th, 2017. We will hear stories from the victims, their families, and most importantly, the real heroes of Somalia, those who were resilient and helped with the aftermath. The second part of our purpose of our event is to speak on the memorial monument that we would like to place in Somalia, which our other organizer, Hidayah, will talk to about in a second. And our third portion of our event is to do a showcase of the amazing talented Somali youth that we have in Canada. I feel in the Say Walai gang members in Toronto, we don't do a lot to recognize our people, especially our amazing performers. You know, we have a lot of singers, musicians, artists that come out and do amazing things, but we don't recognize them like they do in the other diaspora countries like Minnesota, London. So this could be like a great step forward, a good platform to really showcase our people. Now, our first guest speaker we have is Vaughn Baker. Vaughn Baker is a member of parliament in Etobicoke Centre. He's been a parliament member since 2014. As I was saying, please welcome Vaughn Baker to the stage.
I hold both.
You can hold both, yes.
Yeah, I can hold both.
Multitask, yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ivan Baker. I'm the member of Provincial Parliament for Etobicoke Centre, and I want to first of all say a big thank you to the organizers for inviting me to join you here today. I'm very proud of what the community is doing here today, and I'm very proud that you're doing this here in my community in Etobicoke Centre. So wonderful. And it's wonderful that you're doing this. I wanted to say to you that it's really a pleasure to be here with all of you for a number of reasons. Of course, this is a very important event and a very important initiative, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But it's also special on a personal note for me because I'm here with there's a number of leaders from the Somali community who are here today. There are many of you I've had the opportunity to work with in the community on a range of issues. And also I'm here with many friends. And so it's special to be here today to support my friends, to support the leaders of the Somali community, to support all of you as you undertake this important fundraising initiative for such an important cause. You know, I want to share with you a brief story, if I can, about my childhood that I thought of as I was coming here today. I grew up in a family where I spent a lot of time with my grandparents as a child. And my grandparents immigrated to Canada from Eastern Europe. But they, like immigrants from all over the world and from Somalia, they struggled a lot before coming to Canada. They underwent tremendous hardship. And then when they came to Canada, they also worked incredibly hard, like all newcomers do, to establish themselves here in Canada. And my grandfather, he was from Ukraine, which is in Eastern Europe, and he was very proud of his heritage. But he was also very proud to be Canadian. And he often used to say how proud he was to be Canadian. In fact, I often say that my grandparents were the proudest Canadians that I've ever known. But my grandfather also, as a new Canadian, he wanted very much to make sure that he helped build up this country. But he also wanted to help build up his homeland, to strengthen his homeland. And I'll tell you a quick story. His homeland had been taken over for a long time by the Soviet Union. And he wanted very much for his country to be independent, to be free, for his people to be free. And after years and years of fighting, after years and years of work, eventually his country did become free. Ukraine became independent in 1991. And when it became independent, I was with my grandfather. And I have to tell you that this is a man who risked his life to fight for this moment, to achieve this great moment. And so this was maybe the proudest day of his life. And we were there watching television as his country became independent, declared its independence. And he was so happy. And then he said to me something I'll never forget. He said, "This is great news, this is wonderful, but now that my country is free, now that Ukraine is free, we have to keep fighting to make sure that it remains free." And I was young, I was a teenager, and I said to him, to my grandfather, I said, "Well, what are you talking about? It's already free. We have nothing more to do. You know, the world has recognized the freedom of Ukraine, of your homeland. And I said to my grandfather, I said, "You're wrong." And it turned out that I was wrong. It turned out that I was wrong, that my grandfather was right. That we couldn't stop working and fighting in that day, because even today in my grandfather's homeland, there is a war. In this very moment, there are men and there are women dying, defending the freedom of that homeland that we thought we had earned in 1991. So why do I share this story with you? Because when I think about my grandfather, and when I think about you, I see the same traits. I see a community that is very proud of their Somali heritage, but also one that is very proud to be Canadian. And I see a community that is working very, very hard to build a stronger Canada and a stronger community here in Etobicoke, here in Toronto, and here in Canada. And I've had the opportunity to work with some of you on those issues, whether it be on issues of gun violence in the community, which we had an important meeting about just recently, whether it be issues of education and opportunities for young people, and many other issues. So you're trying to build a stronger community here in Canada, but you've also dedicated a tremendous amount of time and energy and your resources to building a stronger Somalia. And I've been with you over the last few years as we've celebrated key milestones as Somalia has progressed in a positive way. But most importantly, the reason I share with you this story is because when you've achieved these milestones, you have not stopped working. You have not stopped fighting. You have continued the battle. Just like my grandfather said we have to continue the fight, you have continued the fight. And today is a great example of that. Today, you are continuing the fight. You are, when famine struck Somalia, your community rallied, raised money to provide humanitarian aid. You did that. And when this bombing happened, when this tragic bombing happened in Mogadishu, you have come together to raise money to support the victims, but also now to provide for a memorial, I understand, so that we always remember this horrendous act, and so that we honor this tragedy to make sure that it never happens again. So what I wanted to say to all of you was I wanted to say, first of all, thank you for all that you're doing to build a stronger community here in Canada, but most importantly to congratulate you for what you're doing here to honor the victims of this horrific tragedy. It is only by honoring the victims, remembering them, taking steps to make sure that such a crime never happens again, that we can truly make sure that we honor the victims of this tragedy. Remembering them is important, commemorating them is important, but honoring them means taking the steps to make sure it never happens again. And this is part of what you're doing here today. So I want to congratulate you. I want to thank you. I want to say to you that I had the opportunity in the Ontario Legislature shortly after this bombing happened to deliver a statement on the record in the Ontario Legislature to commemorate the victims of this horrific bombing, to condemn this crime, and to signal to all of you, to the Somali Canadian community, that we stand with you. Not just me, but all of all the elected representatives in the government of Ontario stands with you. And we actually had a moment of silence in the Ontario Legislature to commemorate the victims as well. So we're here to support you. I'm here to support you. We mourn with you. We support you. And I congratulate you on this wonderful initiative. And I'm here to support you today and in the years to come. And let's continue that fight to build a better community here in Etobicoke and a better community and a better Somalia. Thank you very much. Somalia Hanalato.
Thank you, MPP Elaine Baker. I just wanted to, my name is Dhaka Noor, and Ayan is hosting with me tonight. Elaine Baker sida u taqaaniin xaafadda waxaa laga soo doortay aan joogno maantay oo la yiraahdo Etobicoke Central baa la yiraahdaa. Elaine Bakerna waxaa la doortay 2014 June to Alpha la doortay oo lagu doortay golaha shacabka baarlamaanka in Ontario. We thank him for his time and service to the Central Etobicoke community and also enlarge the Ontario province. And again, we're going to move on to our program. I'm going to pass it to Ayan, who's going to continue with the program in English, and I'll also do the Somali part. Welcome, Ayan.
Thank you, Dhaka, because if you relied on me to speak Somali, we'll be here all night, guys. So, up next, we have another wonderful politician in the making, Faisal Hassan. Faisal Hassan is the NDP running candidate for the York South Weston. He's a proud member of the resident and engaged a lot in community activism. He has volunteered on the boards of Central for Equality Rights and Accommodation for Habitat Humanity in Brampton and currently serves the board of directors in the Western King Neighborhood Center. Please welcome to the stage, Faisal Hassan.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Habeen wacan oo wanaagsan. Does everybody have a cell phone? Yes. Okay. I want you to text me 38 38 3. Soddon iyo sideed saddex. Just send me a text. I'm very proud to be here with you, and I know the youth are doing a superb job. You have been helping the community, you have been organizing for fundraising for the community, and you are the next leaders of our community. And what I'm doing is to make sure that you have better opportunities for many, many years to come. I just want to share with you what's happening in our youth in this time. We have lost 315 youth to gun violence. And most of those that have been killed, no one is apprehended for those crimes that have been taken away from us, our youth. The question is, what happens? Who protects our family? And this is indeed a concern we have, all of us. We want safety, we want our children to be safe, and we want better opportunities. The current government at Queen's Park has let us down. And I do believe it's time for change. It's time for change, not for the change for the worse, but change for the better. Walaalayaal, waa la socotaan, dhallinyaradeenu way dadaalayaan, shaqo wanaagsan baad haysaan, waxaad tihiin mustaqbalka berito oo aanu idinku faanayno, laakiin waxaa jira dhibaatooyin fara badan oo inu hor taagan. Waad la socotaan in caruur badan oo bulshadeena ka tirsan in aynu ku weynay dagaal ku saabsan, dadka dilana aan la garanaynin, hooyooyinkeenina ay habeen walba ay ooyayaan, cid dan kale oo ka fikiraysa dhibaatadoodana ma ay jirto. Marka waxaan u taaganahay anigu inaan arrintaa aan soo afjarno, in aan cid dambe oo bulshadeena ka tirsan oo la dilay ama la dhibaateeyey, waxaan doonayaa inaan wax ka qabano. And this upcoming provincial election is a very important election. First of all, most of you are going to universities. And I know when you graduate, you have a lot of debt. And that's not right. Non injusto. Maaha wax saxa. Maxaa yeelay waxa aanu doonaynaa qof kasta oo dayn qaatay oo dayn lagu leeyahay in horta marka ugu horeysa laga cafiyo. We want to convert loans to grants, and universities should be free for anyone who wants to study. And this will happen June 7. And therefore, we know also what's happening in our country. At Queen's Park or in the House of Commons, in this government, they do not care about this community. There is no parliamentary friendship that actually cares and works with the government of Somalia. And what we need to do is to make sure we start a direct trade with Ontario and trade with Canada. And it's only going to start when you organize more of you to get involved. What we need to also is to connect universities. I know Hadia has been very active back and forth, advocating more university students studying in higher educations, but also we want to connect universities in Ontario and cross Canada to those universities to Somalia. And I do know the universities in Ontario, there is no one single university that actually teaches Somali language. And Somali language is part of your culture. Why is that? I've been reading yesterday documentations that I think Social Council has put through about the criticism about the minimum wage. And they have languages like Tagalog being translated in Arabic and other languages, but the Somali language is not even part of those translated languages in the city of Toronto. We're going to make sure that your language also is part fabric and translation documentations that happens in any institutions. As such, those informations are necessary for you. We need to strengthen our culture and support our youth. I want you to join us actually this coming Saturday. We are going to have our campaign kickoff. My campaign headquarters is 1965. Join us this Saturday, 2:30 p.m. and please get involved. Fadlan walaalayaal, doorashadani waa doorasho muhiima, waa mustaqbalkiina weeye. Waxaanu doonaynaa in wixii dayn lagu leeyahay oo arday ah ama doonaya inay wax ku bartaan in laydinka cafiyo, mustaqbalkana aysan noqonin ardayga doonaya inuu wax barto in la weydiiyo wax lacaga. Waxaan doonaynaa inaan maaragtay xoojino dadka caruurta leh inay helaan maaragtay child care, inay helaan dental care, inay helaan pharmacare oo universal ah. Marka nagala qayb qaata, guusha electionkayguna wuxuu noqonayaa guushiina iyo guusha communitygeena si aan Soomaaliya u xoojino, si aan isugu xidhno gobolka Ontario iyo Soomaaliya, si aan ugu advocate gareyno si dowladda Canada toos ay ula trade gareyn lahayd Soomaaliya oo dhan. Tan waxay ka bilaabanaysaa inaad idinku aad noqotaan liidaradii istaagi lahayd. Waad mahadsantiin. Habeen wacan oo wanaagsan.
Again, Faisal Hassan for your amazing words. So, yeah, I'll get to the camera. So a little bit about me, guys. I want to let you know about the 401 on Ayan. So I want you guys to know why I'm really passionate, why I really want to do this kind of event. So for those that don't know me, I went to Somalia December 2013. My first time going, I was born and raised in Canada. Mind you, in Brampton too, where I had no connection with my Somali people, the culture. Don't forget, to get off the language. I didn't even know how to say Setay Fi'al before I went to Somalia. So going back was the biggest culture shock for me. But I was excited, I wanted to go on a new adventure. I wanted to, experience my people. And for anybody who has not been back, my big suggestion, please take your time, go to Somalia, wherever parts you are, try to go back, because it is an experience you'll never forget. For me, I can say that. At the beginning, yes, there was a big culture shock for me. Not knowing the language. I learned little by little. I'm proud to say I know more than Sita Fi'an now, but I traveled around a lot. I worked in different sectors. I started a food blog. Follow me, Eatin and Hamad. Shout out to me. And I really enjoyed myself. I really felt at peace. Even though there was so much craziness going on, I felt at home. Yet with a lot of happiness in my life, yes, there were days of darkness. I've experienced and witnessed a lot of terrorism attacks, and it's really horrendous. Hearing the sound of an explosion, gunshot, is something you can never get out of your head. It's a very traumatizing moment, and I can't say the media is saying anything wrong, because it is right. But there's a lot more to Somalia than what we're seeing. And I like that my platform, being on social media, showing the amazing part of Somalia, is my way of showing the youth that there's more to Somalia than what we're seeing on the media. We have amazing things we can do. There's a lot of great foods out there. The beaches are beautiful. The people are so welcoming. Unless you don't know Somali, then they'll make fun of you. But it's fine. You gotta get a backbone for that. And with this attack, I wasn't there. I left shortly, just a little before that. But this Zoobe attack is one that we really have showcased, because even though there was a lot of attacks, this is the one where everybody in the community, whether you're in Somalia or wherever in the diaspora community, you were affected by it. You knew somebody, or your mother knew somebody that was affected by this attack. So this is for us to say enough is enough. We have to take action. We have to show our resilience and let us know that we can't stand for this. And if we don't do it, who's going to do it? So for our generation to really have solidarity for our community. And this is why I really want to help with the healing process for Somalia, create this memorial, which Hidayah will speak on in a little bit. But enough about me now. Well, then I guess we're going to go to Hidayah now. She will talk about why we're all here, to learn about the Monument Memorial. So give a round of applause to Hidayah. Come on to the stage.
Assalamu alaikum. Qofka samee aragtaa horta. Ani af Soomaaliya ku hadli doonaa. Xogaa yar Ingiriis ay soo galaa. I apologize ahead of time. Xogaa yar waa xanuunsanahay, sorry. Waxaan rabaa inaad dhaho qof kasta oo soo baxay gurigiisa oo intii imaada maanta waa mahadsantihiin. I want to also thank qof gadaasha fadhiyo ajnabi ah baa waxaan dhan inaan ii suurto gasho sameeyay oo lacag ka dhiibeyna meeshan hawlkan laga kireeyo walaalkay ma ahan Soomaali lama ahan laakiin bila aadanimo iga caawiyay Dr. Saeed, I'm going to allow you to speak later, but I just he's been so supportive, and after this explosion I was in an extreme depression. هذا وقلبي يحنوناي ويعاوي مركو ومهتسنياي. October أنا جم جوجن حمر like وحاج جوجن September كوريجان مضي 3 days later بوقرا حد عي and وحياب كلام تقنا ومد الصومالي ذا وحدنا resilient هنا وح ما نجا قاضي كران لكن وحين دعاية normal كديجنونا وحأركز مال قرح انتو كدعي ماركته انتي لا نظيف شحن لقد العبايو وفهم سنة هاي إنه هروس عنا وايو لكننا ماشي استاكسنا إنه وح أقبلنا معهن وأنا ترى هذه وح عادي معهن wax politics haday sameeyso wax sameeyaa naga wax naga gala ma jirto at the end of the day cunug yar oo 3 jira oo 6 jira oo future lahaaba meesha nafta ku waayay before I usii guda galin waxa rawaana yar ina dhiibo dhalinyarada aniga igu faca oo misana iga yar misana iga weyn xogaa yar inoo 35 meelahaas waxa idinka rabaa please politics hasaarina focuskiina politics already wayna tusisa waxa noo galaysa malahan waxa isku daydaa institutions ka wadanka hore u wado inaa ka qayb qaadatid such as education systemka such as hospitalska qof bil aadan caadi oo bajaaj intuu qaato umadiisa caawinay noqo iska soo qaad inaadan dawlad lahayn anigu saasan ka soo qaadaa I pretend like dawlad ma haysano so dhalinyaradan hadda saas u fikirno haddii maanta dhan dawladda la daba raacayo energy-gaada waxaa gelisataa marka horaha loo socdo nin Soomaaliya oo politician hore wuxuu dhahay mataqaanaa oo la dhaho cigaal Ibrahim cigaal qofkii yaqaan gobolada waqooyi wuxuu dhahay Soomaalinimada waxay u sii la'anayso gumaysiga baxay yani ciil uma qabti Soomaalinimada maanta soo waxa markii lagu ciilo waad u dagaalamaysaa Soomahan hadda bal aan ogaana ma madax banaanin we don't have freedom wadankeena waa la haystaa wax madax banaanin la ma jirto laakiin cunuga Soomaaliga kama liito cunuga kala Afrikaanka ah dad la'aan inay ciisho mooyaane dal uu haystaa to be honest with you have a country oo qurux badan laakiin dadkeena wax jira ma garanayo marka daawaanadaas walaalahay siilahay oo dhalinyarta ah please dawladda iska daaya dalka maxay u qaban kartaan hospitaalada maxay ka qaban kartaan taa ku focus gareeya anaga me and Ayaan iyo wiil kale Yusuf la dhahayo London jooga oo architect ah waan isku imaanay and waxa on caloosh naga xanuun jeexday listiga oo deathka haysanay anaga because waxa sameeynay wuxuu ahaa 661 qofka ugu weyn wuxuu ahaa 60 iyo something laakiin kulli maxaa ma taqaana 18 24 32 those people had dreams waxay lahayn hope hooyadiis mid gaari gudar maxaa ka naqaana soo ma fahmin aniga qof gabar aqoone 20 jirtay banaadir jaamacadiisa dhiganaysay waxay rabtay inay qalin jabiso clinic ayada leedahay furato waligeed kuma fikirin inay dalkeeda ka baxdo in kasta oo dhibaato iyo wax kasta haysto way ku faraxsan yihiin laakiin qofka intuu soo fikiray oo bam iyo wax intuu isku soo xiray oo dadkaas dhan noloshiisii iyo dreamska iyo hopeskoodu buu qaatay marka we wanted to show okay wow we're going to move forward meel qofna ma u jiifeeno laakiin ma iloobayno qofkii dhibka noo geystay we will not gonna forget you so ma fahmin haddana diin iyo dhaqan buu leeyahay wadankeena we gonna consult with sheekhayaasha meesha joogo so waxa sameynay memorialka sawir ma haysta presentation wanaagsan ay idin soo sameeyay I'm so sorry but waxa sameynay dhul yar baa dawladda na siisay the Banaadir region dhinac wuxuu noqon doonaa meel looga dukado oo inta tagtid grieving processka waa ku ooy kartaa Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala u tukanaysaa ilaahayo ummadaas u naxariiso inta kaliya ku filan hal qof haduu maanta tago ummadaas dhan u soo duceeyo balka waran dhinac taasa ka dhigana dhinac waxa ka dhigana dhul qodan oo xidigi dhex yaalo 5 darbi oo dheer oo ku dhisana 5taas darbi wuxuu taagantaa Soomaalida 5 gobol baanu leenahay anaga 5taas kulligeena qalbiga maalinta na xanuunay xidiga ka soo dhaxbaxay xidigaas dhulka wuxuu geey doonaa xidig yar oo maalintii 3:10 PM oo dhaca qaraxa 3:10 PM dhagaxaas wuu kala jabaa wuuna isku imaanaa kala jabka waxaa waayo xanuunkii frustrationkii dadkeena nagala qaatay it represents the pain markuu isku imaadane how we got together waa isku imaanay waxaa qabsanay ummadeena waa badbaadinay يعني there's a hope in such a dark moment so ma fahmin marka saas arabna inaan sameyno hal yar oo sheeko qiso oo dadka ku dhintay kamid ahaa baa rabay inaan idinla wadaago gabar yar baa jirtay jaamacad dhiganaysay master's degree markii ay soo defend gareysay gurigay u socotay qarax markuu dhacay baarigeeda wuu falaagireeyay meel uu ka dhacay aabaheedii dibaddu ka soo baxay wuu soo baxay gabadhiisa inuu maalintii qalin jibinaysa ka soo qayb qaato airportka waxaa lagu yiri gabadhaada way dhimatay aabahaas sabar wuu tusiyay because boorsada intuu gadaal gashtay oo meedkiisii oo daba raacay soo duugtay gabadhiisa soo laabtay wadankii ku laabtay that shows you anaga yani dad waxaan nahay oo ilaahay iimaan waa leenahay is it iimaan laakiin we have to hold people accountable we cannot allow ilmaha yarka maanta dhan la dilaayo that is the purpose that's the reason why we wanted to do this event and qofka wax naga qaato waa la xisaabtamayna hadda ka bacdi I don't care haddaa politician tahay at the end of the day cunug yar Soomaali in la ciilo nafta laga qaado anaga that's on us anaga waayo dadka u istaagi lahayn maanta may dhihilayn is us so that's why we wanted to do this event and waa mahadsantiin each and one of you are soo baxdeen ilaahay aa idinka abaalmarinayo waa mahadsantiin thank you so much
Thank you so much, Hidayah. Thank you so much. Okay, move forward. Okay. Thank you, Hidayah. Thank you very much. First, I wanna, of Somali hadana ku laabto. I'm just gonna just say a few words in Somali. First of all, thank you to Faisal. Faisal wuu mahadsan yahay aad iyo aad buu mahadsan yahay Faisal. Faisal runtii waa wiil Soomaaliya aad iyo aad u dadaalo oo runtii qayb ka qaadanayo NDB buu u tartamayaa. marka maasha Allah ka warqaba waa loo baahan yahay codka dadkeena ummadeena marka fadlan qayb weyn ka qaata waxaan ka rabaa inaan ku dhaho Hidayah aad iyo aad u mahadsan tahay runtii adiga iyo dhalinyarada runtii qayb weyn ka qaadateen barnaamijkan intiina dadka ka soo qayb galana aad iyo aad baan ugu mahadnaqaynaa waxaan barnaamijka hore ugu sii soconaynaa marka sida ula socotiin barnaamijka waxaa loogu talagalay qaraxii ka dhacay Zoobe October runtii waxay aad u fooshaxmaa ay ummadda Soomaaliyeed ku noqotay argagixiso oo runtii weligeed aan la arag 500 oo qof iyo dhaawac aan la tirin karin baa daqiiqad hadee ma aha 1 minute hal you know ilbiriqsi ay dad ma aragtay meesha nafta uga go'day marka waa in la soo xasuusto in memorial ama taalo lagu soo xasuusto runtii wixii dhacay wax ma aha aan hore uga socon karno hore wixii u dhacay waa u dulqaadanay laakiin October wixii dhacay maalin madow bay ahayd waa maalintii mugdiga it was a dark black day runtii it was a day that we will never mugdi ahayd you know imagine you're in a room and the lights were turned off that is how dadka Soomaalida ay dareemeen imagine qol adoo ku jirtid oo nalka lagu damiyay hal mar qulubta ummadda Soomaaliyeed saasay dareentay indhaha iyo dhagaha laakiin waxa ilaahay dad waxanaano ummad muslina ummadda Soomaaliyeed waxay isku soo meel kasta ay joogaan way u hagar baxeen oo runtii isugu yimaadeen inay wax ka bedelaan marka barnaamijkan midug wuxuu ka qayb yahay in ummadda Soomaaliyeed ay maalintaas taaladaas loo sameynayo lagu soo xasuusanayo runtii inaanan never again inaanan weligeed aanan hilmaameynin qulubteennana aysan ka tegaynin aan u istaagnaanayno ummadda Soomaaliyeed ama dalka ha joogaan ama dibadda ha joogaan inay ka qaataan fursad weyn sidii taalada loo dhisi lahaa sidii loo xasuusan lahaa sidii argagixisada foosha xun ay dhacdayna ay ma aragtay dib ugu dhicin ummadeena Soomaaliyeed runtii barnaamijkan waa barnaamij la soo diyaariyay waxaan rabaayo kale inaan aan qayb runtii nagala qaatay barnaamijka saa ula socotaan goobta aan joogno madasha aan maanta joogno oo aad u quruxda badan meesha ay ku taalo la yiraahdo Easter baan ku hol baan joognaa Easter oo ah hormuud u ah runtii magaalada Toronto Easter qayb kasta ka qaadato ummadda Soomaaliyeed barnaamijyo kala duwan ah goobtan lagu sameeyo midashaan quruxda badana waxa kale joogo all the social media dhan oo Soomaalida waxa joogo muuqaalka TV horumarka TV waxa joogo VOA joogan marka runtii loo meesha dhan qof ka maqan ma jiro marka aad iyo aad ba u mahadsantihiin nala jooga waxaan programkeena hore waan u sii wadanaynaa ayaan aan u dhiibayaa soo ayaan.
Thank you. So, to make this more uplifting, we're going to go to our first performer, Amar Mohammed. He is coming from all the way from Ottawa. He'll be doing a poetry reading. Now, Amar, he has a wonderful resume under his belt. He has been an active member in the Somali community and in Ottawa. He has attended the Islamic schools for the last 14 years. Mind, he finished the Quran when he's 16, so mashallah to him. He's currently doing a double major in mass information and political science. And he just graduated past June in Islamic school as a class Victorian. Please welcome to the stage, Ahmad Abdisamit.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening, everyone. And before I begin, I just want to thank Hidayah for inviting me all the way from Ottawa. So it was a pleasure. Before I say my pieces, inshallah, I'm just going to explain the reason why I write poetry and how I use my platform to affect people. So basically, what I do is that I looked into the history of poetry, and what I realized was that poetry was actually, it came from the time of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So the people during the time of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, they used to compete in poetry. So if you were a good poet, then your family had status and respect. So to show the people that they were nothing compared to the religion, Allah revealed the Quran, which is the best form of literature. So basically what I do is I use one verse from the Quran every time, and I base my poem off that verse. So to include and relate the program to what I do, I basically found a verse and explains about what the problem is with the Somali people and like how the problem originated in our country. So it speaks directly to them, and it feels like it was like speaking to our people. So the verse is in chapter 42, and it says, I'll just recite the verse, inshallah. يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير. O you people, we have created you from male and female, and we have created you in tribes so that you may know one another. And the best of you is a person who has the highest taqwa, which is piety, and Allah is the all-knowing, and He's also the most wise. So the main problem with Somalia is tribalism, and this shows that tribalism was created in order for us to know each other, and we don't have to use tribalism as a means to bring our country downhill. So I used that verse and I wrote a poem, and it's called The Horn of Africa, and this is how it goes. Sitting at my auntie's feet, hearing stories of the old country, picking at her brain, praying she'll let me hold something. A sense of belonging to a country is so foreign for a kid who doesn't know where he's from but knows where he's going. I'm blessed though. Rationalize my thoughts with the best though. My family implanted in my chest, yo. I'm Somali, but I'm breaking my neck though to catch a glimpse of the next show. Someone please take me to the market or the metro. Somalia in the 70s, I'm shaking for a retro. Dear God, give me a country I could die for, I could strive for. All the broken families and dreams in this time war, a piece of action I'm in line for. Doesn't cut the check for the kid. Now I'm all grown up and you want me to help with this? After you break it down, I build it up. Talking about the old country like I'm in a rut. I got my own problems parking my boat. Sorry if saving a country that's attempted suicide by self-inflicted ignorance isn't my priority. I got my own problems parking my boat. Sorry if I only feel bad for the dead because they died. Sorry if I only feel bad for a widow because she's cried. I got my own problems parking my boat. I'm from a country where a brother's killed his sister. all because she dissed him, felt like she ditched him, so he turned into a killer and her into a victim. How do you want me to listen? But I pray that I will, and I pray for my people and my kin, because I see all the horrors they live, from the famines and the warfare to the terror in the air. So we watch them on the news, but do we even care? Because the coverage they receive isn't even fair. Caught up in our own individual agendas and personal watches, we were sold a fake dream and we're looking to be flawless, but the pursuit of perfection is what drowns all men. In seas of standards, paper never gets put to pen, for the ink is always there and sheets always lay. Why write my heart out if it'll simply stop beating another day? Why take the time to conjure all these rhymes, philosophize over philosophers and the philosophies in their times, as the clock continues to tick and the talk continues to fly? For when will I realize I have my own set of eyes? When will I help stop young, educated women and men from losing their lives for the arrogance of a few and the ignorance in their crimes? A country so rich with potential and passion, but the need for power and the heedlessness of some cowards has caused our dignity to come down crashing. The bright blue flag is on the floor, covered in sand, stepped on by tribalism and the hunger to conquer land. Who will help me pick it up? We all know the famous saying, one finger alone cannot wash an entire face. So let's lock our arms in unity and faith. I know we have the juice, and Somalia is the cup that I pray we will fill, for it's in my bone gristle to rid us of our past, patch up our present, and gift wrap our future. Every man can be super, as long as he's tutored. We're in need of more tutors and less of these shooters. Let's build us a house, call up the roofers. There's guidelines and rules, man. Let's actually use them and pray for our people that were affected by Zoobe. There's guidelines and rules, man. Let's actually use them. Thank you.
Give it up one more time for Ahmad. Thank you so much. This is why we need to have more of a stage for our amazing excellence youth. We need to recognize. Take that one? Okay, thank you. That was really heavy. We need to recognize more of our youth every day, because if we don't do it, who's going to do it? Speaking of recognizing our talented Somali artists, up next we have the phenomenal Nasheed singer Ilyas Mo. Ilyas Mayo, he is a singer, composer, songwriter, and producer. The talented artist is able to combine his structure, composition, and rhythm balance in a harmonic style, given the ability to create multiple songs out of the whim using only his voice, mind you, mashallah. Aside from performing, Ilyas has composed scores of several films and documentaries. Give it up for Ilyas Mayo.
Assalamu alaikum. Are you guys sleeping or something? Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. How's everybody doing tonight? Alhamdulillah. My name's Ilyas Mao. I'm from Guelph, Ontario. I was raised in Canada, came here when I was 8, and I went to school here and everything. So with the event that happened last October, my brothers were actually 200 meters away from the actual place that, you know, the explosion happened. Literally 200 meters away. And then I picked them up from the airport, and I asked them, man, are you guys okay? Are you guys shook up? And they told me, that's how it is every day. It was a wake-up call. But over there, people move on. SubhanAllah. People are so used to it, you know, so used to hearing explosions, and they just, you know, move on. And some people literally leave the house by saying, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu Muhammad Rasulullah. So they don't even know if they're gonna, you know what I mean? They have that much of iman, SubhanAllah. So my first piece is called Rise Up. And it's about unity. It's about coming together, regardless of your, you know, gender, regardless of your religion, you know what I mean? Your qabil, whatever it is. We should all get to know one another and unite. And that's what Somalia needs, to be honest. Bismillah. I'm looking back on my old life. I'm giving thanks to the Most High. 'Cause I could have been anything, dead or in jail or addicted to heroin. 'Cause this world is a scary place where they teach us how to hate the people that we don't know, but they don't know that we all came from one soul. Okay, I'm not what they show, a terrorist, nor am I a criminal. You can blame a scapegoat, but I pray for peace and not war. I said I'm not what they show, a terrorist, no, am I a criminal? You can blame a scapegoat, but I pray for peace and not war. Rise up, I'm gonna make a difference. Take back what's mine. Give power to the people. Some dreams never die. Can I get a witness? You know that it's right. 'Cause we gotta rise up and teach the world to unite. Now this is for the haters and the dictators and the debaters, 'cause love's greater than the bomb. Keep calm, got the world in my palm. Fams from Somalia to Vietnam. 'Cause this blood that flows through my veins is the same, so I can't look the other way. So put down the guns, 'cause to save one life is to save everyone. Everyone, every son, every mom, feeling your pain, 'cause this ummah is one. They taking our lives, but they're wrong, 'cause to the Lord of the worlds we belong. So we gotta wake up and sound the alarm. All my people, get up before we are gone, 'cause we ain't gotta fight if we just unite and tell the world to rise up. Rise up, I'm gonna make a difference. Take back what's mine. Give power to the people. Some dreams never die. Can I get a witness? You know that it's right. 'Cause we gotta rise up and teach the world to unite. Thank you. Who's ever heard of me before? SubhanAllah, 2 people, mashallah. All right, so I have my videos on YouTube. It's shameless advertising. I have my videos on YouTube. You guys can enjoy it, inshallah. I have like 29 videos on YouTube, and my songs are all about positivity. You know, I came from a rough background, you know what I mean? I was deeply into the mainstream music, which wasn't benefiting anybody. So I stand here today in hopes to inspire you guys. So my next, Jazakallah khair. My next piece, I want all you guys to close your eyes, and I want all you guys to picture yourself right after an explosion in that area, in that specific area. All right, so I want you guys to have the full impact of my next song, inshallah. So everybody close your eyes, no peeking. I see you peeking. Close your eyes. Okay, Bismillah. I'm looking for a hero, crying while I bleed slow. Anybody wanna help me? Somebody just tell me, where is my freedom? Looking up to see hope, but all I see is evil. I know that God is over me, my faith is close to me, but I feel lost. Been waiting way too long, and I don't know if I'll make it. My family's devastated, and I see the roses fading. Freedom, freedom, no, where is my freedom? Looking for my mother, burying my brothers. Why have we lost each other? Hate seeing them suffer. You can try to walk in my shoes, but you'll never have the same views. I know that God is over me, my faith is close to me, but I might lose. Been waiting way too long, and I don't know if I'll make it. My family's devastated, and I see the roses fading. Freedom, freedom. Oh, where is my freedom? Thank you. I don't normally do this, but I have a special Somali a cappella song that I'm coming out with. And I don't share my newest stuff with anybody, but I'm gonna share it with you guys, inshallah. Today's special. I feel really special. I want to give a shout out to the organizers. Come on, guys, make some noise for the organizers. So this one contains a piece that you all know. So when that part comes, I want all you guys to sing with me, inshallah. All right, so I don't even have the lyrics memorized because it's like I haven't even recorded it. So hold on one second. All right, it goes like this. Waking up, I can smell the shah brewing, so you know I'm heading straight to the kitchen. I know hell, and don't forget the kharfo, the taste on my tongue, it reminds me of the halwa. The best feeling I had ever known, 8 siblings gathered in a single home. Ain't nobody hold it down like Hoyo. You never made it seem like it was difficult. I always had a smile on your face. The trails of your tears, you ain't never left a trace. Those bitter situations you didn't want us to taste. So growing up was lit like the sun in Somalia. Lately I've been restless, missing you, but I can't even go back home. Abba getting on me, rocking that ma'wis, miss walk up in the street is what I miss the most. We gotta come together like Barisamos. Why we gotta fight? Cause really we just one tribe. Now let's just unite like our families at dinner time. Let's cherish all our elders and listen to their stories. Take care of all our youngins and show them that we all one. Somalia, where we come from. Somalia, where we come from. Somalia, where we come from. Somalia, toso, toso iskutir sadaye. Hadbakina tagdarane, tagera weligine. Somalia, toso, toso iskutir sadaye. Hadbakina tagdarane, tagera weligine. Thank you so much. Thank you. Really appreciate it, guys. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, subscribe to my YouTube. I just released my debut album, it's 12 original nasheeds. It's sitting over there. It's only going for $100. You know, so it's all good. What? What's wrong with that? Is that too much? Oh, okay. It's $10. You can follow me at Ilyas Nasheed, ILYASNASHEED, and you can look me up, Ilyas Mao, on YouTube, inshallah, and you can enjoy my videos, inshallah. So I'll be over there after the event, and I'll be signing some CDs. So come through, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Af Soomaaliya ku hadla haddana. Qofkan wiilkii hadda baxay waxaa ku xigo Abdullahi Arafat, my favorite Somali poet. Yeah, dhiigo idin kici doona inshallah. Please ila soo dhaweey Abdullahi Arafat.
aad baan idin salaamayaa. waxba layma hambanin, ninkii meesha taagnaa baa wixii oo dhan qaatay. way fiicnaan lahayd inaan saa ingiriiska ugu hadla aqaana moogta. inta Soomaali ku leeyahay Ingiriis baan ku dhihi lahaa marka waa qamaata la ii fahmi lahaa way dheer tahay oo kul dhowna waan qoray aad uma xafidin marka inta yar eventiga ama programka hadda laga hadlayo ku socdo baan raacin doonaa haddii la dhaahdo runtii inkastoo hadda faraxsanahay haddana markii Zoobe iyo qarixii dib loo xasuusto waxay noqonaysaa in haddana khushuucno oo aan soo celino maskaxda oo murugtii iyo wixii aan ku soo celino marka ani ahaan inaan de ku sii taraaraxo oo dhiigga dadka sii kiciyo oo Zoobe iyo wixii xasuusiyo aad ilama qurux badna maxaa yeelay dadkii iyo familkii waa hore ka samray caruurtoodii baa dib iyo dadkii macnihii ehelkii iyo qaraabadii iyo wixii oo kaga dhintay macal Soomaaliya oo dhan baa dib u xasuusanaysa marka si waxay noqonaysaa inaan tacsiyadeynayo oo kale inta tacsidana inay 3 maalmood iyo dhaafto laguma talagelin laakiin inaan xasuusnaano oo sida maartay ummadaha kale iyo dadyoga kale baan ola qabno meesha ay wax weyn oga soo kordhaa wax weyn hadduu soo kordho waa la xusaa markasta wanaaga soo kordho waa la xusaa waa lagu tilmaansadaa waxa la yiraahdaa maalintii waxaas la helay haddii wax weyn la waayana waa la xusaa iyadana waxa la yiraahdaa maalintii noocaas ahayd waxaas la waayay marka inagu de dunida maxaa ugu qaalisan hadda yaalla waa dad weeyaan intaasoo dad ahan weynay marka inaan samayno waxaan ku xasuusano oo ma garanaysaa hadha oo jiilkee naga sii dambeeya ka sii dambeeya ka hadda dhalan doona uu ogaado oo barto wixii ma garanaysaa ummadii uu ka dhashay soo gaaray waa muhiim weeyaan in loo arooriyo la sameeyo waxyaabaha kale waan ku bixinaa oo meelayoga kale way naga baxdaa gacanta inaga dhacda qarashku inooma istaago marka inaan samaysano aad bay la qurux badan tahay inkastoo de aan degdeg ku yimid haddana waxaan idhi inkastoo mulkiiluhu mawlaweyne uu yahay arlada mugga weyn meel kastaba adduunyada ummad baa makaan iyo u leh mooshin nololeed u leh maashin nololeed adduunka ilaahay wuu fidiyey inagu ina siiyey somo haddana cid kastaa meel bay gaar u leedahay soo maaha maraykanka dadka ku nool kanada uma soo gudbi karaan hadday u soo gudbaan waa inay sharci ku soo galaan oo og yihiin inayna ayagu kanadiyaan ahayn soo maaha marka innaga waxaan ka wadaa calaashaan oo ugu bilaabay araarta waxa weeye inagu meesha aan gaarka u leenahay baan tilmaamaya aniguna masnada iyo marinka aan ku leeyahay mahuraankii weeyaan afrikada madowga iyo muruqa lagu tilmaansado madal waxaan ku leeyahay gees ooga sii mudan calaashaan geeska afrika inkastoo wada leenahay oo afrikaanka madow lagu tilmaamo iyo muruq haddana inagu meel koona aan sii leenahay geeska ugu sii xigaan leenahay calaashaan ee fiiqan gees ooga sii mudan inkastoo maraakiib macdantayda lagu raro inkastoo malaygii amarle ila muudsaday mawjadiyo baddaydii inkastoo macaash iyo rag macaan ku iibsaday meelo badan dhulkaygii cadow sohdin mariyo magaalooyin qaateen inkastoo magoolkii dhirta iyo mankeedii rag mashiinna geliyo oo dhuxul miidhan laga shiday calaashaan waxaan ka wadaa dowladnimo haddayna jirin baddaada waa la qaadanayaa dhulkii waad iska aragsan derbi baa la iska marsanhayaa dhirtii hadda waa la gurtay iyadoo dhuxulaha carabaha loo suuqgeeyaa oo dhuxulho magaraysaa la shiday oo la kariyey macnihi marka inkastoo waxaas ay wada dhaceen inkastoo malaayiin dhalinyaro muhiim ahi ku madheen tahriib oo magafuhu badh haystaan inkastoo mudnaantii maanta reero laga dhigay oo maamul goboleed midnimadu ka weyn tahay mar kastana itaal iyo muruq laysku sheegto taageero maskiin ahi lagu dila maxaa tahay oo birimageydii masaraya haweenkii laga toogtay madaxoo la kufsado malaaxiyo hablihii mudnaan jiray ee inay miraadaan raggu mowd ka xigi jiray wax intaa mushkiladood ka mug weyn ayaa jira intaasoo dhan markaan soo sheega macnihii wax aniga ahaan iga sii daran baa jira oo aan number 1 aan aaminsanahay mushkiladda ugu weyn ee waddanka haysta inay tahay wax intaa mushkiladood ka mug weyn ayaa jira oo mirirka goodka iyo maska eebadiisa iyo miciyaha libaax iyo nooga daran mariidko yaa nooga diran mariidko dheecan miirataa jira muuqaal islaamlaha muslim beena sheegtaha afka maro ku duubtaha malag iyo raq joogaha kuwa laaya maatida intay madaxa duubtaha intay madaxa qariyeen miinada u aasee meydka iyo dhimashada ku macaasho dhiigga mooradaydi joogo mabda'ooda kaan rabin madaxay ka toogtaan haddaadan adiga la mabda ahayn oo fikir ahaan aadan la fikir ahayn way ku xawdinayaan dee madaxay kaa xawdinayaan intii ruux lagu soo diro miinada intaa la eg macnihii qofka kuu dhigahayana haddaan dhihi lahaa waa muslim ma aaminsani qof muslima waxaasoo bini aadama oo muslimiina laynaya inuu jiro bal xasuusta milicsada maalintii halaagee soobal loogu magacdaray miyaabaan ilaawaa waa may murugtiyo dhibkeedii miyaabaan ilaawaa waxa aabba mayd iyo maamiya carruurteed maqaarkoodu ololeen miyaabaan ilaawaa waa maalin qiiro taariikhda meel iyo bar madow kaga taal haddii aan midnimo jirin talana meel la wada dhigin midba uu mid necab yahay cadowgeenna muruq iyo maaro looma heli karo intaasaan kusoo gabagabaynayaa way dheer tahay dadka inta fahmaysana waybaa iska yartaan malaynayaa intiina kale ee afka ingiriiska aada ugu taqaanana gabadhaasaa idiin fasiri doontaan malaynaya hadda laakiin iska niyeysta inaad garateen waa halkii culimmadeenni tabliiqa ahayd waxay dhahayaan 40 beriyaa baxay markaasaa laga yar gabanaya moogta markaas haddana waxay dhahayaan 6 cisho yaa baxay waa la gabanaya haddana ama waa la raacaya dadkii raacay baad tirsanayaan 4 cisho yaa baxay waa adigu yaan u ducaynaa oo 4 cisho baxay markii la waayo waxay intiina kale niyeysta inaad baxdeen iska niyeysta marka inaad fahanteen waa iska niyeysanaysaa aniga ingiriiska hadda intii dhaaftay waa iska niyeysanayaa waxaan u mahadcelinayaa dadkii soo qabanqaabiyey munaasabadan quruxda badan sameeyey waan arkaa dad fara badan oo sii naqaanayna waan arkaa profesorkii baan arkaa iyo dad aad magaranaysaa qaali u ah garaadkii asna waa fadhiyaa waan idiin mahadcelinaynaa dadka ay soomaalinimadu ku weyn tahay ee jecel soomaalinimada aan iska jeclayne laakiin raba in soomaalinimadu hasisho oo degto oo soomaalinimo mid alle helo aad baan ugu mahadcelinayaa ee ku howlan had iyo jeer alle inay isu keenaan dadka walaalahooda ee garab taagan waxaa jirta magaaladan hadda Toronto aan joogno dad waxaa jira iska diran ayagu way diran yihiin waxaan ka wada calaashaan qofka shaqo markii loo diro shaqadii buu ku maqan yahay Soomaha kuwa waxaa jira ayagoo shaqada loo dirin shaqada isaga maqan shaqadii ku maqan yihiin waatee waxay ku maqan yihiin soomaalinimo in la helo waan arkay daday ka go'an tahay waan arkay maqraati baan oga ahay inkastoo dee quluubta iyo maartay calooshu ilaahay og yahay haddana daday ka muuqataa jiray inta badan marka waan idiin mahadcelinayaa had iyo jeeraale dadka ku howlan inay Soomaalida isu keenaan dadka halkan wax ku dhibaatooba garab taagan hooyooyinka carruurta ka xidhan yihiin garab taagan waan arkay dad ku howlan baa jira marka waxaan leeyahay rajo dhigina waa la helayaa Soomaali mida insha Allah taala waa la helayaa Soomaali mida oo halkan ku nool iyo Soomaaliya oo dadku midoobaan oo gacmaha haysta insha Allah waa la helayaa aad baan idin salaamayaa dhamaantiin wassalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatuh
aad iyo aad baa u mahadsan tahay Carafaad runtii aad iyo aad baan kugu mahadcelinayaa abwaan waa Carafaad runtii waa abwaan Soomaaliyeed dhammaantiin soo dhawaada barnaamijkan hore waan usii wadanaynaa runtii waxaan rabaa hal mar inaan ku dhaho miiriyadaasha runtii oo aan ka dhiman weynay waxa weeyaan sida VO8 waxaa jooga horumarka TV waxaa jooga muuqaalka TV oo runtii ummadda Soomaaliyeed markasta ugu soo bandhigaan waxa ka dhacayo ama dalka ama dibadda without our Somali media runtii waxa weeye waa adoo dhagaha indhaha laga xiray marka aad iyo aad u mahadsan yihiin wiilasha gabdhaha of course gabdhaha inaan ku darno waa because wiilasha waa u barana mogt gabdhahana waan ku dareynaa runtii waxaan u dhiibayaa barnaamijka oo horan ugu sii soconaynaa ayaan fadlan soo dhawow
The only Somali I know, guys. So, how's everybody doing? You guys are okay? You guys need to stand up a little bit, shake it off. I think that's what everybody needs. Just shake. No? Okay, hi. What did you dress us today? Up next, we have Ahmed, aka World's #1. Ahmed is currently an engineer student at George Brown who has a passion for poetry. He has been writing for a while and uses his way with words to relate to others and paint vivid pictures. His gift to poet storytelling is showcased on his Instagram. Please give a round of applause for Ahmed.
My name is Ahmed, and yeah, so I have a piece for you guys. It's called Real Pain, and I wrote it for the blast in Somalia in October, and Allah Narisa to everybody who passed away. What does it mean to be Somali? Being proud of your background, proud of the skin you in. We were taught to never back down. Though sometimes we act out, as people we think out loud. Many barriers surround us, but when we overcome, they ask how. Our parents fled war to be stripped of their achievements. Put yourself in their shoes, you probably couldn't believe it. Welfare checks they needed, assistance they pleaded. Sons dropping, going to jail, our parents couldn't dream it. Because our people were educated. Just listen to this explanation. Back home, money wasn't everything. What mattered was deen, hard work, and dedication. Helping one another along the way, so one day we can all make it. But let's face it, our people can be ignorant at times. Don't lie to yourself, just look at the signs. Tribalism we put on a pedestal, but because of that we've done many crimes. Killing our brothers for nothing. I think about it sometimes like, if there was no war, how would life be? Imagine we didn't have to flee. I'd be at Little Beach, go home, eat some baris, hill up gale, that's camel meat. Probably chilling with a yaya under the shade of a tree. I'd probably be more fluent in Somali every time I speak. But this is our destiny, to try and mend the pieces of our people's history. Not just you and me, but everybody, hopefully. And recently, our motherland had a piece of its heart broken. Many lives were stolen by cowards promoting violence. I will not let our people suffer in silence. When one boy dies, all the Hoyas are crying. And if you turn on your TV, the media doesn't speak on our pain. They could care less about our problems, let alone our names. They rather call us terrorists instead of say our Arabic names, while our people prepare way more funerals than marriages. Pride blinded our people 20 years ago, and this is the reason we witnessed a change of seasons. You should know that I hate the snow. I'd rather the glow of the sun on my face. Back home, I'm trying to go. But I'm grateful my parents kept my dakhin intact in different ways, whether it be I wake up to Ma'an Malawah on a Sunday, or I get a new Ma'awis from Hamr so I can rock it all day. Play basketball at Alamos. We come from every neighborhood just to play. In 2013, I was blessed to go back. I want to thank my parents often for showing me my people and their struggles and their losses. I witnessed 8-year-olds working for their families, being their own bosses. Privileged people can't fathom this, making those sacrifices nor understand what it cost them. Those were the days, but now we're slipping up. Everybody switching up and nobody want to live with us. Associate us with violence. Stereotypes have them blinded. They smile in our faces, deep down their hearts are biased. But we're still pushing for a better future, united forever, illuminating the path for each other until we're shining together. Thank you. So thank you to Ayan and everybody for having me. And yeah, inshallah, we get to just unite as people, not let tribalism or anything, or any politics in terms of gang violence or anything get in the way. We're all Somali, we're all Muslim first. Second, we're all Somali, but most importantly, we're all human beings. So thank you guys.
One more round of applause for Ahmed, mashallah. There is an amazing talented youth we have. Please, can we continue with this platform, showcasing our own? Because like, mashallah, we are up there. Up next, we have our last speaker. Can you guys hear me well? Okay, now you can hear me. Okay. Up next, we have our last speaker, Dr. Mohammed Qasim, who will be doing a presentation on being a Somali Canadian. As most of you guys probably know him, but if you don't, I'll give you a quick introduction. He is a professor at the Seneca College of Applied Arts Technology. He has earned his PhD in York University, Canada, and has taught African and World History at Brock University. MashaAllah. Please give it up for Dr. Mohammed Qasim. Yes. Awesome. Okay. It's on. Okay. One thing. Sorry. Quick housewarming day. We do have refreshments coming. We're not going to leave you guys dry and lonely. Don't worry. We have some shah sambus coming along in 10 minutes, so please do not leave until we get the refreshments. Also, we have Hidaya's lovely professor from all the way from Laurier has brought us African cookies to sell. If you guys are interested, they're selling it for $3. All the proceeds will be going towards our project. And please, most of all, are you guys Snapchatting this? Because I want my Hoy to see this. So please, Snapchat away. Thank you, guys.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Af Somalian ku hadlaya, yeah? I decided markaan arkay Hidaayo of Somali fiican ku hadlayso waxaan iri khalaas I will follow the tradition. Thank you very much. Horta waxaan ku faraxsanahay Elias markuu 8 sano jiray Ali Macow saaxiibkay waay. So I remember markuu 8 sano jiray wadanka la keenay. That's waxa weeyaan عجيب how time flies. أبوانكينا عرفات Dhalinyarada talented the very talented young man. This is amazing. Thank you very, very much. Dadka who organized this. I will switch a little bit to English. Dadka qaar haddaysan fahmin. Horta, how many of you ku dhashay magaalada Muqdisho? MashaAllah. Amazing. Aniga magaalada Muqdisho ku dhashay. I want to explain Hamar magaalada Muqdisho waxaa la aasaasay qarniga 9aad. يعني more than 1000 years ayay jirtaa magaalada markii ugu horeysay xaafadda laga dayo ma garanaysaan qofkii yaqaan isbitaal Martini meesha ku tiile xamar weyne meesha ugu horeysay magaalada laga dagay ahayd magaaladan dhibaatooyin badan ay soo martay bilic iyo quruxna way soo martay markastana way ka kabsatay qarnigii 15aad ciidankii uu watay Vasco da Gama وحمر يمين إنه قبضة مركو قبضة مدافع مقال كو قراعين وقرني شن يطمنات هذا ما قال لك جوجا قرني كو يلاتنا لح بقولوا سنة كور مقال تاوي كقبضة وايد سنت كصوتك استعمارك يا يمد وحد دبعتك هنا وكقبضة دجال سقيانا صامر مقال مدافع كلا لو قراعي وكقبضة mid kaan xanuunka badanna waa ka qabsan doonaa because magaaladan kun sano jirtaa waxaan rabaa inaan idin xasuusiyo maanta aan rab inaan ka hadlo dhalinyarada siiba dhalinyaradeena magaaladan joogta waa inaan horta garanaa inaan ka nimid dhaqan iyo wadan taariikh leh diin aan leenahay haddaan rabno North America oo ay ku nool yihiin taqriiban 350 milyan oo qof annagoo yar aan nimid meeshaan hadda waxaa la yiraahdaa qofka marta inaad gun noqotid gun waxa weeyaan slave adoonsi wuxuu ka bilowdaa inaad dhaqankaaga diintaada iyo dadnimadaada laga fogeeyo way sahlanaanaysaa in aad gumaysi lagu geliyo si aan taa uga kabsano horta waa inaan dhaqankeena ku faanaa luqadeena ku faanaa diinteennana aan ku dheganaana ما ها لغة فيري في إنجليز كوا لغة وناكسن لغة والبو حالة وح وناكسن لكن لغتها قاركود حقبا وخاصة مش ويديسين هذيك دليردين هايدا مركبت أنا كل هذا سواء كنت هذا هايو لغتها كلامها هايدا يعرق بحالة هايو you know it's powerful هايدا مركبت وح أنا أكته يقول هذاك أنا ساميه ويسوي هذا واحد ترى هذا هاي وركيجا مغل ساسمين waxay leedahay kelmadaas waxay wadataa emotion adag oo ku fahamsiinayo hooyada inay ku leedahay this is very serious waxaan ka hadlayaa qalbigayga soo markii hooyada ku leedahay hooyo macno weyn leedahay luqadaha kale macnahaas ma wataan taan inaan garan dhalinyaro badan waxay yiraahdeen taariikhda ka hadashaa magaalada sida qadiim u tahay aniga hadal kaliya igama aha maanta waxaan soo qaatay mikrafoonadu igu adag tahay inaan ka hadlo waxaa jirtay case laba case oo maxkamadda Baraawe 124 sano ka hor 3 gabdhood ayaa keyska la tagay maxkamadda mid wuxuu ahaa 28 Shacbaan 1311 oo u dhigma 6 March 1894 gabadhan keyska maxkamadeeda ku dacwoonaysa waana yani kiisas sida caadada diinteena ahayd qaadiga loo tago oo gabdhaha xaqooda ay weydiistaan qaar deeq ay bixinayaan gabar waxay weydiisanaysaa nin aysan jeclayn inay iska furto mid waxay weydiisanaysaa hadda midaan walaalkeeda ayay waxay ku wareejinaysaa warshad saliid macsaro ee leedahay walaalkeen ku hibeeyey intaan kiisaskan artaan gabdhahan ay soo qaadeen oo wada qoraal ah oo aan hayno waxa isweydiisaan 124 sano xuquuqda ay lahaayeen dumarka Canada waxa kiis la yaab leh waqtiga u dhigma aan mar akhrinayay wadanka New Zealand naag baa ninkeeda ka carootay waxay go'aansatay inay ka tagto asagoo maqan ayay wixii gurigii inta qaadatay gabar adoon u ahayd ay tiri alaabta kale ii soo qaad markabay saareen waa la carartay alaabta ninkii gurigii markuu yimid wuxuu yimid guriga ebera wuu gartay inay naagta kaliyeed alaabta qaadi karin naagtii adoonta ahayd u qabtay hal ii xiro yiri maxkamadda markii la geeyay keeskeeda la galay waxa la yiri naagtan laguma xiri karo sababtoo ah xaaskaagi waxay ahayd hantidaada gabadhan aad leedahayna waa hantidaada hanti ma xadi karto ma garateen his wife waxay ahayd property his slave was property so a slave who is a property cannot steal another property marka naagtii waa la sii daayay waxaan inay xasuusiyo waxaan qabnaa dhaqan waxaan haysanaa evidence waxaan leenahay magaalooyin waxaan ku faanaan leenahay haddaan North America ku nooshahay ogow meesha ka timid si aad u garato meesha u socoto waana mahadsantihiin
I want to quickly, I'm going to speak English, sorry, because I'm going to address non-Somali. I want to introduce Dr. Saeed Akbar. He's a professor at Walford Laurier University. He's been extremely supportive to African students in general, especially me. I don't know why, but anyways, I just wanted to introduce him. Can you come up, sir? I just want you to address my people. I always told him I'm Somali. I am Somali. He never met other Somalis, I guess. So this is my people. Here you go.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. It's a pleasure to be here, and on behalf of the representing the Shepo Institute, I'm the director of the Shepo Institute of the Study of Contemporary Africa at Wilfrid Laurier University. And we have about 14 fellows across our 3 campuses, and we're very active researchers. In fact, we're the top research producing institution at the university. And our mission is to inspire positive transformation. So what we do is we get involved in projects, we get involved in research, we put ideas out there, and we hope that people will take up those ideas and transform and change things. When Hidayah came to me, I don't know, maybe a few months ago, after this tragedy happened, and said that she was interested in doing, creating some kind of a memorial, I was very supportive of that. I think it's a really important thing to do. But I've been thinking about it over the last few weeks about why is it so important? Why is it important to construct a memorial to people who were killed in a tragedy? And one of the things I've been thinking about especially is about the whole of Islam and how Islam is represented. There's a very famous book that some of you may have heard of called The Clash of Civilizations by Dr. Samuel Huntington. It's a very, very important book because a lot of political thinking and theology is kind of ideology is based on that kind of a book where he suggests that Islam is against the West. Islam wants everything that the West has. And he poses it as 2 separate things. That on one side we have Islam, and on the other side we have the West. And they're both opposite to each other, and they're both fighting with each other. There's an alternate thesis by a very, very prolific academic called Dr. Edward Said. He's not related to me, unfortunately. I wish I was. I wish I was as smart as him. He's a Palestinian, and he wrote a book called Orientalism. He wrote another book where he talked about, in an article, that what we have today in the world, and this, he was talking maybe about 10 years ago, but it's true today as well, is that it's not a clash of civilizations. What we have in the world today is what he called a clash of definitions. Okay, I want you to think about this. What he's saying, a clash of definitions, that everybody is putting out their definition of things, and who succeeds is the one that has people believe. Right? So what's happening in today's world is that there are alternate definitions of Islam. Right? On the one hand, you've got people who are doing terrorist acts, and they say this is what Islam is about. This is the jihad. And on the other hand, you have the people who are the majority who are keeping silent. Right? And so what the West believes is they believe in the people that have the loudest voices. And so we have to activate, all of us have to be in our lives, have to, with our friends, have to show what Islam is, right? We have to talk to people. We ourselves have to be representatives of Islam. And a memorial like this is really important in my mind, because what it does is it is a materialization of a thought. And that thought is that Islam is based on peace. Islam does not condone violence. Islam does not condone the taking of lives. And we have to basically memorialize that in a very, very material form, so people can see, and every day when they're walking by, and even this kind of a gathering that happens across the world, when there are different gatherings, that we can stand up and say that this is what we stand for, this is what we believe in as Muslims, and we're not going to let others define what Islam is. Right? So this is why I think this is a very, very important initiative, and I congratulate Hidayah and her friends who have organized this event. Please do buy some cookies. My wife is an expert cookie maker, so she made a shape of Africa with the Somali flag on top, and so please do buy some of those and support that. Apparently I'm going to get in trouble because I left 20 more on the dining table at home, so it looks like I'm going to have to buy them myself. I don't know, but anyways, so again, thank you very much for having us here.
Thank you again, Dr. Professor, for your kind words. We really do appreciate it. The end is not near, guys. Hold on, don't leave yet. I know you smell the food. I know we're hungry, but we're almost done, okay?
I know you guys are all hungry. I am too, so don't worry. Assalamu alaikum. So my name is Naima, and before I wanted to recite my poem, I wanted to kind of share a funny story on how I actually lived in Somalia for 2 years. I was born and raised in Toronto, and the first time I got to Berbera Airport, so I went to Hargeisa initially, was the most terrifying thing I've ever experienced in my entire life. I've never seen that many flies in my life. I've never seen goats just walking around regularly, like people just like jaywalking so freely. But subhanAllah, like living there for 2 years has taught me so much more about myself than I will ever possibly know. I was given the opportunity to actually go to school down there. I made a best friend goat. I called him Ahmed. And wallahi, after 6 months of knowing him, they killed him on Eid, which was really, really sad. But the purpose behind why I wanted to say this was like I learned so much about myself, like in Dakan Kega, and the reason why I wanted to go back. So I remember my mom's mother, Allah yarhamha, passed away. So me and my dad actually started a scholarship foundation to actually send kids to school. I'm not the richest, but we try to send at least 10 kids to school. And the purpose behind it is that we need to let everyone know the importance behind actually giving back and actually investing into your country, right? At the end of the day, like this is not like Dulkana Magaranasa, like Dulkahoy, like is literally 14-hour flight away. And I think it's important for you guys to understand that that is the end of, it should be your end goal at the end of the day. So thank you to Ayan and Hidayah. Wallahi, this is an actually amazing event. I wish I was here longer. But yeah, Jazakallah khairan. So anyways, I'm a poet. My name is Naima Writes on Instagram. And what I talk about is Muslim identity most of the time because we are constantly oppressed based on our identity. So the one I'm going to recite right now is called An Open Letter to an Educated Racist. So you're probably tired of it. A Muslim woman speaking on how terrorism doesn't define her, yet still speaks of it. But the truth is, she's tired of it too. Because I mean, aren't you over 30 when I'm still teaching you that my hijab isn't a bomb threat? Or when a 65-year-old white dude goes into a cardiac arrest every time I put my hands in my pocket just to grab a tissue? I mean, do you have issues? I sneeze, so how about I bless you and I'd say thank you, not Allahu Akbar, I'm going to come and kill you. Now your eyes have covered my peripherals. I could have sworn I seen you whisper, go back to where you came from, this is my land, get these Muslims to fly back to their motherlands. I mean, really? I mean, why am I still having this conversation of Islamophobia with you when you have a master's education in diversity and inclusion? Yet your ignorance promotes exclusion, seclusion, hate crimes resulting in traumatic bruises for identifying myself as a Muslim woman. So whose land is it, please, for you to tattoo your eyes on me disrespectfully on a land you stole away from the indigenous community? And wasn't it sang in elementary that this land was made for you and me? But you have allowed your ignorance to disfigure my identity when your privilege could have been a part of change. Talk about relief and serenity. So if hypocrisy is what you choose to leave behind as your legacy, then misery is all your heart will know. All it will harmfully digest, stripping you away from the sweet taste of empathy. And by God, you have never really lived if the hairs on your arms do not rise from the beauty of existing diversity. Goosebumps indeed, and if you really wanted to know what laid on top of my head, her head, a queen, it was a scarf that I bought that was buy one, get the second one free. Thank you.
So satisfied. Baccara Beats, Toronto.
bahnaanadeeda bariya maanta bahnaanadeeda nafta been sheege bariya maanta bahnaanadeeda bariya maanta bahnaanadeeda nafta been sheege
Last thing, sorry guys, I know you guys want to eat. So don't forget, Ilya Small will be selling the CDs, $10. My girl Faye selling her lashes just came out, so she'll be in the back selling her amazing lashes. Please do support. And don't forget to buy the African cookies, $3. Getting a cookie with a Somali flag on it? Yes, say no more. Let's. Thank you guys, and thank you for coming out. Good night.
Codka TV.